Hi, my loves. Welcome back to Unshaken. Today, we're diving into something so many of us struggle with saying no. If you've ever felt guilty for putting yourself first, or you've said yes when deep down you wanted to say no, this video is for you. I used to be that person. I thought if I said yes to everyone, it made me kind, lovable, worthy, and that would be the only way that someone would ever love me. But all it did was drain me, make me resentful, and slowly erase who I really was. Learning to say no changed everything for me, and I want to help you get there too. We often struggle to say no because of fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of letting people down. And for many of us, it comes from childhood or past relationships where we were taught directly or indirectly that pleasing others equals love. And that's how you show love, that's how you'll get love. But here's the truth: always saying yes doesn't make you kind, it makes you invisible because your needs and feelings matter just as much as anyone else's. Saying no isn't about shutting people out, it's about protecting your energy. Think about it this way: every time you say yes when you don't mean it, you're really saying no to yourself. When you respect your own boundaries, people actually respect you more. Your yes becomes more powerful because it's real, not forced. And the relationships that truly matter will survive and even grow stronger when you set boundaries. So, how do you start saying no? I'd suggest you start small. Practice with something low stakes, like declining an extra task, skipping a social event you don't want to attend, and pause before answering. Instead of saying yes straight away, give it a bit of time and maybe go back with, let me get back to you. That pause gives you space to decide what you really want. And use gentle language. You don't have to be harsh like I was when I started saying no. Try, that doesn't work for me, but thank you for thinking of me. And always remember your why. Every no you say is actually a yes to yourself, your health, your peace, your time. When I first started saying no, I felt so guilty because I just wasn't used to saying no. It just felt weird, awkward. I felt like I'm letting people down. I I felt like I'm no longer helping people around me. And it took me quite some time to realize that, you know what, nothing actually happens. I've said no, and no one is upset with me. I've said no, and people around me still care. They're still there, and the ones who would leave, they're the people who I don't really want around me anyway. So please, when you start saying no, stop judging yourself for it, stop beating yourself up for it, and just enjoy it. Be proud of yourself. Every no you say, in a gentle way. We don't need to be harsh. I learned that the hard way, that when you're harsh, because that's the only way I could actually say no. Because I was so used to saying yes to everyone and everything, I had to force myself to say no. And when you do that, it just comes out quite mean, rude, harsh. Or at least that's how it felt for me. And I'd blame myself for it even more. But if you start giving yourself a bit of time to think and ask yourself, what do I want? Have I already got plans? Do I want to do something else? Am I too tired to do this? And if you then feel like saying, well, actually, I want to say no because I am too tired, because I don't have time, or I don't have the energy, or I just don't want to. I've got other plans. I'd rather just sit and relax. I'd rather spend this time for myself. It's not an emergency, so I'm just going to say no. So give yourself that time to see what you really want. And once you start saying that no, you'll notice how life feels lighter. You'll notice you stop carrying so much resentment. You'll find you have more time and energy for the things that actually matter to you. And most importantly, you start rebuilding trust with yourself. That inner voice that says, I matter too. Saying no isn't selfish, it's self love. So tell me in the comments, what's the hardest part of saying no for you? I'd love to hear your stories, and if you're up for it, we can even discuss them on the channel in one of our next videos. If you're ready to let go of the stress that comes with people pleasing, my next video is a short evening meditation designed to help you release that weight and find peace. Thank you for being here, my lovelies. Remember, you are unshaken.